Hello YouTube, Slacker Stacker here, and this little video is about coin collecting. It still has something to do with silver because this is how I find some of my constitutional silver, like the silver dimes here and these silver quarters, which are 90% silver. I also go down to the local coin shops and pick up some of the constitutional silver there. You know my love for the Franklin halves. I don't have them with me for the video, but I do have the dimes and quarters. But in doing this, I pick out other little things. It's not really for stacking, which I'm primarily a stacker, but I do have friends that are coin collectors, and one in particular is RavenHawk Coins. He's a really nice guy. He's extremely knowledgeable, and this is one of the reasons why I'm making the video. Just to show him that, yes, I do dabble a little bit in the coin collecting, but I have a whole lot to learn. So, RavenHawk, I'm just going to show you a little bit of what I do have. You were telling me about these key dates and such. I really don't know much about that, except for when it comes to the 90-40% silver constitutional. But here is, I've got a lot of Wheaties, and I just recently saw a video where you were doing a shout out to one of the other guys out there with their channel. Sorry, I don't remember his name, but you were giving him a box of pennies, and you were pretty excited about the Wheaties you found in them. Well, here's my collection of Wheaties, and then I didn't get all these all at once. I mean, of course they've been collecting over a couple of years now, several years. But anyway, that's the Wheaties. And maybe you can give me some like key dates on those. The only one I know of that's really special is like a 1943, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that was a steel penny because they were low on copper for the war effort. However, some copper rounds did slip by the 1943s before they were changed into steel, and those things are as valuable as you can get. Of course, I'll never find one of those. Yeah, but a little bit more, and we discussed this in comments, are the 2009 quarters, dimes, and nickels. The reason why 2009 has become, okay, and this is where key date comes in, I didn't know this, but this is where it comes in, is that through the other years, so many millions of each of the types of coins were minted, where in 2009, and I don't know the history of this, but in 2009, the mintage was very select. It was very low. So collectors out there are doing their best to find these 2009s in as best condition as they can find them and store them away. eBay's alive with traffic on 2009s. People are paying not exorbitant amounts of money, but you know, a lot more than face for a tube of 2009 coins. So this is all I found in my spare change so far. It's like 3 quarters, 2 nickels, 2 dimes. I'm still looking, but yes, I am trying to hold back some of the 2009 coins there. I do have some of the Presidential Series and Susan B. Anthony small dollars. They're unique. The Presidentials are more like series, but the Susan B. Anthony's were like the first small dollar they put out, and people hated them because they were too much like a quarter. And they'd end up spending $2 on a soft drink in a vending machine rather than 50 cents, and it just really didn't go over well. So you know, I kept back some of those, figuring that they might be valuable someday. The others are, you know, your standards like Buffalo nickels, Buffalo nickels and Indian head dimes. My recent Buffalo nickel I did find in spare change. I was so shocked when I found that thing, but it was in my spare change, and it doesn't even have a date on it. It's that worn. But I got about, you know, three of these Indian heads and quite a few of these buffaloes. And I was watching another person's channel. They were talking about taking new coins that are just out, like the 2017s, and kind of putting some aside. So years later, if they're well protected and well stored, there will be very, very good gradable coins in the future whenever the rest of them in circulation are just pretty much worn and torn up. So I've been saving some 2009 quarters, and you can see they're real shiny. I mean, I don't have a great eye for this stuff yet. I mean, to me, that's what they would call bullion grade, but to me it's almost like proof. I mean, they're really shiny, but I know it's not a proof. But I'm just going to try to keep that nice, and then I'm doing the same with some of the dimes. And again, I mean, these guys are just so shiny, especially like this one. And I really, after watching another video about oh, what are they called? Uncirculated, it's like a UB or something like that. Again, I'm not a big coin collector. I'm starting to pay more attention to it. But anyway, you gotta look like with almost like a microscope and see any little pop mark or scratch or any little spot. I plan on kind of doing. I don't have a microscope here, but I do have one at work, so maybe I'll take a couple of these and look at them and see if they can BU. That's it, BU rating, brilliant uncirculated. So maybe see if I've got a couple that could be considered in that league. And again, I'm kind of doing that with the pennies. I'm holding back a lot of the 217s as soon as I find them, trying not to get them marred up or marked or scratched or anything. Again, going for that BU level type of coin. And guys, I'm sorry, that's really about the extent of my coin collection knowledge as far as, you know, the dimes, quarters, and the key dates and everything. Now, I do know about the war nickels. I've never seen one, but I do know about them. But RavenHawk, you know, I've been watching his videos, and they're just amazing. I mean, he knows about all these 1964s, these 50s, these 40s, and he knows specific dates. He knows the condition levels. He knows what to look for. What's valuable, what's not, and you know, nickels never occurred to me except for the war nickels, and so, you know, I know RavenHawk. I mean, I'm not going to asking you for a huge dissertation or anything, but you know, hey, if you don't mind, if I get some questions, I might shoot you a line and say, hey, is this, you know, something I need to collect, or is it something I can let go? Oh yeah, that reminds me. You mentioned in one of the comments. There was a book, something like Cherry Pickers, something, I can't remember the exact title, and I don't remember which video that one was associated with. So RavenHawk, if you could you please give me the title of that book in my comments on this video? The next time I go to the hobby store, I'm going to look for that, because I do know that they have a coin collection section, and they do have several books to help coin collectors, and like, you know, show the value of the coins and kind of, I guess, describe the different grades of like good, fine, extra fine, you know, uncirculated, proof. I'm not really up to date on any of that, and I'd like to know the book you suggested. So if you can give me that title, I'll look for it the next time I'm in the hobby store. But anyway, guys, yeah, I deviated a little bit from stacking, but I thought it was interesting. I think you'll find RavenHawk's videos very informative and very interesting. You can learn a lot from them. I already know a lot more dates to look for with nickels when I never even really looked at them before. So check out his channel. Yeah, he's a nice guy. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and stack on, my friends.